This video is sponsored by Quince. Hello everyone, welcome back to Royalty Soaps and the first video for our new Market Day collection. We're actually launching the Market Day collection on the second Friday of this month. That is May 8th at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. This entire collection is inspired by farmers markets, outdoor shopping markets. I even looked at the markets in Marrakesh, Morocco. I love markets in the springtime. All of the fresh produce, all of the community coming together to support one another. It is one of my favorite things ever. We love the Rockwall Farmers Market here close to us in Texas, and so I thought this would be a beautiful transition from spring into summer. So without further ado, let's make some soap. I have added in my kaolin clay to my oils, and this is our lemon and thyme soap. I have a very special blend of fragrance here. It does contain some real lemon essential oil. It has notes of rosemary, thyme, fresh lemon, a little tiny bit of basil in there. So think a very herbaceous lemon, not something too sweet and not something that smells like a fake cleaner. Blend this up real quick and add in my lye water solution. The recipe I'm using today, as you guys probably already know, is down in the description box. It is written in percentage form so that it can be sized to any soap making mold using any soap calculator. Time to blend this up until just past emulsion. Now we're going to split our batch in half. I'm going to have 2 equal portions. One of those portions is going to be swirled with a really beautiful cool blue. This is a really heavy container to pick up. It's about 26 pounds of soap. Perfect, just about half right there. This is actually the container I'm going to use first because it's going to have the swirls in it. I just think it's going to look better. So this will be our solid color a little bit later on in the video. So I'm going to scrape down the sides really well with a spatula. I get asked all the time where I get my spatulas from. The dollar store, Amazon, soap suppliers. I don't really have one that I think is a super favorite. I will say I do prefer, I'm not using it right now, but if I just, prefer to have a fully silicone spatula. Right now when you have wood will break down over time. Silicone spatulas last a lot longer, and nothing about the soap making process will corrode anything over time. Now we're going to pour our blue in. I knew I needed to have a lemon soap. I also believe that Capri Summer is going to be trending again. I think the lemons with the blue and white is going to be making it into people's kitchen decor. So I thought, let's get ahead of the curve. Am I right? All right, I'm going to pour in my blue here. This is Blue Tide from Mad Micah's. I don't talk about the fact that I have affiliate status with a lot of companies. I know that you guys are getting people being affiliates and influencers like everywhere you turn, so I'm sensitive to that. But yes, it will give you some money off your order if you're looking to use micas in your resin crafting, soap crafting, etc., etc. They also have some really great biodegradable glitters. Okay, let's mix these up, see how I feel about the colors. I'm pretty positive I'm gonna like them, but still, better to mix it up first, add in your fragrance oil second. That way you can alter things before adding in the extra variable of fragrance. This is so beautiful. What cheerful colors we have. Now I am using a lemon fragrance in the blue. Lemon typically does discolor things a little bit yellow. I am prepared for that. I do have multiple fragrances in this fragrance blend, so I don't anticipate it being too extreme, but I am prepared. Just mentally. That's what I'm saying. I'm mentally prepared. Beautiful. I am going to hand blend in this fragrance. Why am I doing that? Again, just sort of helps cut down on all the different variables that could be going on here. If you add too much speed sometimes to these fragrances, they'll thicken up really fast. So blending it in by hand pretty much just guarantees that I'm going to have the slowest amount of movement possible. These fragrances are not known to make things move very fast, but I like to be on the safe side. Smells delicious. gorgeous, looks divine. Making sure I'm scraping all those edges there. Cannot wait to get these soaps into your hand and into your homes. We have had so much positive feedback recently on our most recent collections in 2026. 2026 really changed the game for us as far as fragrance and overall design is concerned. I've really tried to level up my game. I've spent a lot of time studying about aromatic compounds, what makes a good balanced fragrance, what sticks in cold process soap versus what is barely detectable after saponification. I've run a lot of experiments, and it's just really nice sometimes to see that that hard work is paying off and is tangible in a finished product. I'm going to split my blue here into two opposite corners. It's going to be very full by the time I'm done with it, and I'm scraping everything out of this container. Why am I doing that? Because all this color needs to be in the bottom half. I'm not saving any to put on the top. There we go. I'm going to be using a mold today from Workshop Heritage, one of my favorite mold makers. Another favorite would be Winston & Walter. Going forward, I am going to be purchasing from Winston & Walter the most because they are MACRA compliant. Let's just pour all this in, back and forth, up and down. By the time I'm done with this, I'm hoping to have a very marbled appearance in our bottom half. It is thick enough that this is going to stay very separate, but also thin enough that we're going to get a lot of good swirls. After I go up and down about 3 times, I do create one little line going this way. It kind of just helps break up the monotony on the inside. I'll show you what it does on the inside of the soap tomorrow. I'm also trying to get closer to the mold so I don't break through too much. Beautiful. This could not be acting more perfect. Scrapey, scrapey, out my containy, flowing beautifully, nothing too thick, nothing too thin. And again, smells like a true, fresh, herbaceous lemon smell. Took a long time to get to that. Any of you guys that have worked with lemon essential oils or fragrance oils know it can lean into the fake cleaner territory so quick. Set that off to the side just now and we can work on our top. This is going to be one color. Just one. We're going to work with a very bright lemon yellow. And I'm going to be trying to keep this second layer as thin as possible because we're going to be doing a very, very, very pretty mica line on top. And when your soap gets too thick, it isn't able to show those details as well. So wish me luck on keeping this fluid. Beautiful, scrapey, scrapey, that little bitty containy. So tiny. I got these little beakers off of Amazon and I use them all the time. I love that they're made of glass so that I can reuse it and wash them out. I use these whenever I have to mix up a more than usual amount of color. And then I don't normally do this, but I am for this soap. I'm going to start by just getting all of this color incorporated. As you can see, my soap batter has taken on the appearance of maybe a really runny applesauce, and that's because it does need to be blended more with the stick blender. But what I'm doing here is trying to make sure that I get all of my corners covered first and the bulk amount of my color incorporated before I add in the blender. Again, this is to keep everything runny for a really long time so that the design on top looks as good as I can possibly make it. Great, now that I've done this initial blend, I know that there is no chance of having unincorporated soap batter and I can blend it up with my stick blender. Beautiful. Okay, that looks really good. And you can see the texture has changed. We don't have any more of that sort of gritty look. Most of the time when people have that, it's just because they haven't actually blended the soap as much as it needs to be blended. Sometimes it has a bit of an applesauce texture. Sometimes it's a little bit grainy looking. When in doubt, just blend it up a little bit more. Even if your soap gets a little bit too thick, you'd rather have it too thick and not have the prettiest design than have separation later on. on, because a too thick soap you can still use. It's still great soap, but if something doesn't fully saponify because you didn't blend it enough, you might not be able to salvage that in the long haul. Golly, that smells so good. This is still very much runny enough to do the design that I'm thinking of, which I am so pleased about. Let's get our mold. Everything has had enough time to set up properly. That is a beautiful, vibrant blue. Could not be more pleased. So I'm just going to start here in the corner, just sort of let it smooth out over the rest of our mold here. Help it along. Gosh, that looks like a real lemon. It's so pretty. I had to beef up this color with a little bit of neon. You kind of run the risk sometimes of things looking really artificial whenever you use neon, so you have to use them sparingly, and you have to use them in the right dosage compared to your other micas. Otherwise, it will completely overwhelm the color tone, and you just end up with something that looks like a tennis ball. But this was a really good ratio, especially for doing half a batch. Again, you're looking at almost 13 pounds of soap, which can be hard to color, especially with something like yellow that sometimes doesn't really stand up against the saponification process. I've got good feelings about this one though. Okay, this is looking even. I've checked the sides to make sure it isn't leaning in one direction too much. Perfect. Okay, now taking a little bit more of that blue Tide mica, we're gonna start making lines like this, side to side. Doesn't have to be perfect. You're not gonna be able to tell. All right, gonna clean up those lines a little bit over here. And I'm gonna take the end of a chopstick, just like this, and I'm going to pull like so. This makes the prettiest design on top. And then for these soaps, I do not spritz with rubbing alcohol right away. I let them set up for a little while before doing that, just because it can really mess up this mica design. Also gonna pull around the edges real quick just to tuck in any little bits that were kind of sticking out, and that's perfect. I'm gonna leave it just like that. I'm gonna tap it down ever so gently, and I'm not gonna touch it. We're gonna wait. Again, I'll spritz this later because I don't want to mess that up. Now we're gonna cut this soap in 18 to 24 hours, and I'm going to go get changed. So let me show you what I've been wearing recently. We have talked about quince before on this channel. I have been wearing quince for years, and before I start trying on these pieces, I have to tell you, I am changing sizes even from the first video that I did, and I was a completely different size when I first started wearing quince, and that's one of the things I really love about them, is that they are a size inclusive brand. I have been able to wear them at every single size in every single stage, and I look cute and put together. Now obviously I love all these pieces, but the one that I love the most is this dress, and I will tell you why. First of all, the pleating is perfect. It has this lovely silhouette that is so flattering, and the pleating feels very, very purposeful. It also has really deep pockets. I am a girl on the go. I am grabbing things all day long and putting them in my pockets and then emptying them out at the end of the day, so having deep pockets is a must. I also really appreciate, not only do they have a built-in slip to this dress, but they've also sewn the slip in place so it doesn't create a wrinkle underneath the fabric. Not all spaghetti strap dresses are created equal, and I just feel like this is universally flattering. I will be getting it in more colors for my spring and summer wardrobe. With these next two pieces, I tried to push myself outside of my comfort zone, so I got this 100% silk polka dotty skirt and this lovely ribbed tank to go with it. Whenever I saw these pieces on the Quince website, I was thinking of going out to brunch with my sisters in Dallas and what I might like to wear. This skirt is so comfortable. It is light as air, and I feel like the top could very easily be dressed up or down. I love the high boat neck look. I think it would be so cute with like some pearls or even like a pendant drop necklace. Again, very easy to dress up or down. I will also be wearing this tank top with blue jeans, maybe even my overalls that I have from Quince. This also would be very pretty in the office. And then for my final piece, I have this t-shirt. I bought a size larger than I normally wear, so this is an XL, because I wanted it to feel really oversized, super comfortable. This is something that I would wear with their European linen pants for the most comfortable, like reading, lounging around the house Saturday, or wearing whenever I go on my hot girl walk. I would pair this with a cute little like colorful biker shorts, put on a pair of socks, put on my Brooks sneakers, and off she goes. This comes in a lot of different colors. I just picked black because I like it. I do have a few other Quince t-shirts, and one of the things I like about this, because you know, not all t-shirts are made the same. You cannot see through them, but they are still lightweight. I will actually never shut up about Quince. I literally mention them to all of my friends and family. Quince really cares about working with top tier manufacturers and having ethical sourcing and manufacturing for all of their pieces of clothing, which is important to me. So yeah, I promise you, anything you get from Quince, it is going to look good, it is going to look classic, it is going to look timeless. So you can scan the QR code to shop, and don't forget you have 365-day free shipping and returns. Once again, you can scan the QR code on screen now or click the link at the top of the description box. Thank you so much, Quince, for sending me these items and for sponsoring today's video. I love them so much. And without further ado, let's go ahead and cut our soap. I am so pleased with how the top of this soap turned out, and honestly the inside too. Like everything looks exactly how I wanted it to, and it smells so vivid. Smells so fresh. Yes, look at it. It's so pretty. The top, the inside. Again, I mean, you could argue on the simpler side for design, but man, I am just loving this. I'm eating it up, and the fragrance really strong. Yeah, I just love doing the mica swirl like this on top. I think it's so pretty. I really feel like I'm gonna use this more in the coming months because it's so effective, and it really doesn't take that much time at all. But like, look how nice that looks.
I have a question of the day.
All right, gently.
What's your favorite way to enjoy lemons?
Oh my, I'm sensing a theme here with your questions of the day.
Yeah, sometimes basic is best.
You want to know like my super real opinion?
Yeah, what's a couple of ways that you like to enjoy a lemon?
Lemon sorbet.
Ah.
Oh man, how I love a lemon sorbet. I really love lemon sorbet, but I also really love lemon honey tea. I've been enjoying that a lot recently. And I also really love lemon water. Like every time we go to a restaurant, I'm like, lemon water, please. It goes good with everything.
Why does it feel like you can't have lemon water at home?
Maybe it feels that way for you, brother. I have it all the time.
What?
Yeah. Don't you know why I buy those bags of lemons at the store? It's because I'm putting them in the water.
Listen, either they mold or they just disappear, and I never know which one it's going to be.
I mean, fair. It feels like lemons don't last that long. They're like raspberries in that way, where it's like good for 2 seconds and then it's like moldy.
Didn't I just buy these?
As you can see, I didn't change anything about this soap. I love the design on top. I love the design inside. This would look beautiful in a kitchen, in a bathroom, or in your shower. Our cold process soaps are good for your hands or your body, so use where you think it would be beautiful in your home. I cannot wait to share with you guys the rest of this collection. Thank you so much to Quince for sponsoring today's video. Y'all be sure to do something fun for yourself today, whether it's cozying up with a new book. I recently read The Nightingale. Oh my gosh. I read the whole thing in 2 days. I could not put it down. Or maybe you want to try out a new recipe. I just got a whole bunch of blackberries from our blackberry bushes, and there is a hot cobbler sitting right now on my countertop. I cannot wait. I'm gonna say goodbye to you guys, and then I'm gonna go eat it. So you guys know, I don't really care what you do. Just do something for you, and I will see you all in the next video. video. So until then, bye for now. And thank you so much to Quince for sponsoring today's video. I'm so grateful. The clothes are so cute. Okay, seriously, bye for now. Meow.